Hey, good afternoon everybody. It's David with Savvy Organics Farm. This afternoon I'm working on a permaculture project here at the lower end of our property. Behind me, where these cedar trees are, is the lowest corner on our farm. Almost exact opposite the other corner of the farm is the high point. So I've been taking a class through Matt Powers on it's called the Permaculture Student, and one of my goals here was to improve the soil conditions, water retention, and learn how to lay everything out properly according to permaculture principles on our farm. So to that end, this corner being the lower end is where I've decided to start. After mapping the property out, where everything is situated, it's just part of what I'm trying to do here is to mitigate the wind as well, and to slow it down as it comes across the market garden, which is actually behind you or that way right now. So what I'm going to be doing is finish moving this mulch to the other side of the field over there, and then we'll be ripping this clay soil in order to allow it to be penetrated and get moisture from the runoff down inside of it. And after that, we're going to be making some small berms along this side to sort of terrace, but not really a terrace, but to capture some of the runoff water that leaves the property off of this area of the field. And in front of those, we're going to be planting some fruit trees and beginning the orchard on this side of the field. So let's get started and get the rest of this mulch moved. There we have it. So, gotten the ground initially broken up, and we've got the first stakes where these trees are going to go in this corner. We backed it with some of the mulch. And then I used the tiller to push the soil back up against that to create sort of a water catchment, so that during the summer heat and the dry season, this will hold water better. I've got some other soil I'm going to mix in with where these trees are going to get planted, and some mycorrhizal fungi inoculant to help with those as well. And we'll add some compost to that. So this is step 2 in the first part of this permaculture project. This clay soil is just horrible. But most of what's going to go in here is a mix we bought. Get these guys off to a good start. Grab a different shovel.
Right tool for the right job. Glad you tilled it. Gosh.
Yep, the clay is horrible. All right, so got the first hole ready. I'm going to put a little bit of the fill material in here. This is sandy loam or a loamy soil with mushroom compost in it. I'm also adding a little bit of alfalfa meal so that we'll have some slow release nitrogen. And then I'm going to add a little bit of worm castings around this to help aerate the soil and add the humate content. And then I'm also going to add this Dynamico mycorrhizal fungi that is an inoculant for the soil and will help these plants and trees grow really well. So here goes the first one. Bit of roots right there, so I need a little bit more fill material there. Alright, I'm off to the next one. And before I finish, I'll also sift our mulch and put some of our compost around the top and then mulch as a final layer on top of that. So one step at a time. Alright, so the first phase of this is underway. So we've got the trees planted. We have 2 pears, 2 peaches, and 1 apple. Apple will put in another one, but we've got the water catchment built on the back side of it. Need to clean it up a little bit. And as you can see, this is the downhill side. This is the low area. So during the summer months when it's so hot and dry, hopefully this will retain some moisture back here for these guys. And we'll continue this project building the soil up along this way to catch water to hold it up there in the market garden field. So more trees to come, more bushes and things to go out in front of these. So step 1, almost done. Just a little cleanup work to do, coming along nicely.